marriage issue.
Don't
I told you
like that.
Don't
talk to me like that.
First time I get shocked.
So you think I will do it intentionally?
You started.
You think I will do it intentionally? Everyone has been talking, please. Do not talk to me like that again. Do not talk to me like that again.
Please, because of next time, don't try it again.
Next time
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so last night was chaotic. Chaotic. These housemates obviously do not rate Chi as their head of house. Yes, guys, because there was a whole lot of drama happening during the wager or supposed to be wager rehearsals. Yes, guys, Chi was trying to get her point, even though I felt like she was not really coordinated and they were really not paying attention. Chi was not really doing what I expected him to do. Like, there was chaos everywhere. Rachel was really annoying me last night. Like, what's the whole that nonsense song she was singing? I know in her mind she was thinking, okay, that she's funny, but she was really annoying and she was making a fool of herself. Like, how can a grown woman be acting that way? I know a lot of you be like, "Isn't it, take it easy." I will not take it easy. You know that is how I am. I would say it. Now I'm sounding like a muck. I will say it as it is because it was what happened last night was a mess. Yes, guys. And immediately Fina stepped in. You could see everything changed. These guys. Immediately, Fina was like, everybody settle down, something like that. Everybody settle down. Everyone was just quiet. It's obvious that they rate Fina more than they do Chi. Or maybe they're still holding grudges against Chi for actually saving Fina and Daniela. I don't think they're actually holding grudges, towards Chi because of Fina, because they know that one is a given. She will surely save Fina. But the Daniela and not choosing from somebody from her level, I think that's what's paying a whole lot of them. Or maybe they just don't rate her, maybe. And Chi turned red. Chi at some point was crying. And she was explaining to Fina and Daniela. Now, a lot of people were like, why is Fina not consoling her and everything? For those people that are saying that, I don't think you people know Fina enough. Fina is not that kind of person. She's not that person that will hold you and console you, but she will also try to console you with her own actions. And there are people like that. But I thank God for Fina and Daniela. They gave her good advice. She came back, she said the rules, she apologized to them, she delegated duties. So if you still do not write the synopsis, write scripts after everything, then they know that it's on them. Now, before that happened, earlier that evening, they had their storm tags, which Hermes won, of course. Fina was the highlight for me. That fall. Fina is a drama queen. Seriously, I don't know if she does that purposely or if she doesn't even know. Maybe she's oblivious to the fact that she's actually a drama queen. Well, that happened. Then we started an interrogation session. Yes, guys, as Bella took over the position of Chomzi, or let's just say both of them actually were doing the work of Ebuka. With all these things they were asking, what then do they want Ebuka to ask at the reunion? Anyway, she faced Fina and Groovy, asking about the whole Amaka situation. Then it almost seemed like Groovy made a statement that shook the internet, trying to imply that Fina actually did not talk to him about Amaka, which I don't know in what context he's coming from, but the proof is there that Fina actually did that. Yes, guys. And of course, there was the whole beauty situation. I'm like, wherever Beauty is right now, she's going to be sneezing so much because her name was everywhere last night. I mean, there were a whole lot of revelations, which to me wasn't really that much of a revelation. Because if you've been watching this show from week 1, probably you must have heard these things. I remember I even did videos on it. So what was it that the supposed revelation that the internet is acting as if it's all brand new right now? So Bella went on to reveal to Groovy and Fina that there was a time that incidences that painted, is that English correct? That kind of painted that Beauty was moving on to Shegs. Now, for me, it was Shegs that actually told Beauty. In fact, Shegs was not the only one. Shegs told Bella this when they were still in the level 1 downstairs. Hermes also said the same thing, that Beauty was moving on to him, toasting him, when Beauty was like, oh, and Beauty and you're the biz talk. I don't know if you guys remember. Even though soon also made that statement. I remember the whole level one was like, this girl, her eye, they everywhere that time. That even Chomzy was like, you know what? Because of that whole statement and everything, even Chomzy and Chichi were like pumped up to go dance with Groovy more and everything like that. So that was what Bella was, saying. So I don't get why people were bashing Bella. It's not as if you guys did not know that it was Shex that told Bella this thing. In fact, Shex did not just tell Bella. Shex told almost the whole level one house when they were downstairs. I know you might not be a fan of Bella like that, but this one, it was Shex. And Shex trying to like downplay the whole thing was really annoying to me because you actually said this girl was moving to you. There were instances where, according to what Bella said, she and Shex were dancing. She was backing Shex, and then Beauty came in between them and kind of like went to his face, maybe to give a peck or a kiss. I don't know what it is. And then Shex was like, I have a girlfriend. And she was like, wahala for who no get girlfriend though. Now, all this talk of Beauty moving on to Shex or making advances towards Shex pissed Groovy off. Like, Groovy was shocked, but then again, he was pissed. And I can understand his anger. Like, Groovy was like, why didn't you tell me all this? You're my guy. And Fina was like, guys don't do that. Guys will not tell you when your girl is moving to them, except like it has happened on different occasions. And which is true. And Groovy was like, so she was doing all these things on the side without me knowing, and she's fighting me for supposedly dancing with Chomzy. Now, in this one, like I said, I understand Groovy, and I don't understand why people are still bashing him. He has the right to feel how he wants to feel. Until Beauty is there to defend herself, he has the right, to. And I don't even think that Beauty will actually have that conversation because Brian was like, when we get out, Beauty might not want to talk with you, and Groovy was like, it's not even on his to-do list, meaning that this relationship, it don't scatter. Like, yeah, there is no mekwatarism to it. Meaning, I don't think there's going to be any repair in this Groovy and Beauty situationship. Like, it's gonna be mad. It's really gonna be mad. And Fina was like, you know what, you guys don't have to revisit the whole relationship but you guys can actually be a hello, hi friends. You guys mustn't be enemies and all that. And Fina was really laughing when all this conversation was going on. They were like, oh, table scatter, table break. And for that too, for the laughter too, they come the drag Fina on top. bbnaijs, I think at this point, you guys should really calm down. I think you have to defend when you have to defend stuff. But I think all this attacking of different people just because of the mention of Beauty ends what it. Baby girl, if you notice, Beauty has been keeping a low profile. I know what she's doing. As me, I can do that kind of thing. Like, if I get evicted first 2 weeks of the show, I want people to keep talking about me. And how will people keep talking about me? Create scarcity. If you've read this book, 48 Laws of Power, I have it here. It will tell you use scarcity to create, what's the word? You use scarcity to create people to crave for you, something like that. It might not be the right English. And that is what she's playing. It's a power play, and I respect her for that. She only gives you guys a glimpse. She has not come out on any interviews apart from the one she did with Miss Vic. She's just like, how do I put it? How do I put it? She's only putting pictures, making you guys to like want more, but then again, giving you guys a glimpse, sending you guys mails, letters, and all that to your mails. And like, I love that. And when Beauty will finally unveil herself, she's going to unveil herself with maybe brand endorsements. She's going to unveil herself with deals. She's going to unveil herself with a lot of stuff. Yes, that is the power play. That's why it's good to read. Like, when I saw what Beauty was doing, when I saw the scarcity she was creating, I'm like, okay, this girl sabi. She sabi work, die. And I don't think Beauty would want her fans to be concentrating on this whole Groovy-ish. I think people should just let this be. Even the housemates, it's irritating at this point. And I'm not saying they should not talk about Beauty. She was once a housemate. She's not Big Brother. Even Big Brother, they talk about Big Brother. She's not production that they can't talk about her. They have to talk about her. So each time they talk about Beauty, I don't understand why, her fans keep hyperventilating or whatever. Chill. Your queen has not come out to drag anybody. Let it be. The fact that she's not even following a certain people means that, okay, she's not following them. And for those people that were creating the narrative that, Beauty unfollowed Bella, I've been following all these people and I've not seen Beauty follow Bella in the first place. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've not seen Beauty follow Bella. There are certain people she follows, like Daniela, Brian, Christy O, Khaled, who else? In level 2, I think is Doyin, Adekule Hermes, and all that. So I don't see she following or when she unfollowed or anything like that. That being said, last night was totally unnecessary. The whole conversation was totally unnecessary. At some point, it was, it was like saying that Beauty too, she gets skeleton for cupboard, basically. And if it's like that, then nobody is really right or wrong in this whole matter. Seriously, Fina and Groovy's relationship is here. Whether we like it or not, no matter how we want it to break up, it will not break up until they are ready for it to break up. So I really think people should just let them be. They are two adults. The way they started the relationship might not be right, but if you notice, keep your bias aside, they're actually growing to like each other. So for me, let them be. For Beauty, let her be. But I also love another conversation that happened. That was that of Giddy Fire and Rachel. Now, Giddy Fire and Rachel's conversation happened in two places. It was Adekule and Hermes discussing it, and it was Bella like quizzing Rachel about it. Rachel is such a liar. Oh God, she's such a liar. How can you say you kissed a guy and you cannot remember, but you remember cooking noodles? You remember going to have your bath? You're a liar. Huh? And she was here calling Chichi a liar. Imagine pot calling kettle black. Can you imagine? So Giddy Fire don't chop kiss. In chop kiss from Moncheray Diana, who also tried to deny the kiss. She was like, "Oh, I don't remember what's wrong." Until Giddy Fire like, babe, no, they talk that scene. We'll talk true. And she was like, "Oh, she remembers." And now Rachel is also trying to deny. How I wish that Giddy Fire was actually here. Then I'm sure he would have treated it the way he treated the whole Diana ish, because now it's looking like, oh, Giddy Fire has a thing of like kissing drunk girls. anyways, and she was like, oh, there was no feeling initially, there was no feeling from her end, but from Giddy Fire end, she was noticing. I'm like, I don't know what Rachel's deal is. I know you people are like, isn't it? You're talking about Rachel too much in this video, because she's really pissing me off. Because first of all, her diary session yesterday, she was like, oh, that Adekule is strategic and all that. You are calling Adekule strategic all because he is feeling Daniela, and you feel insulted. In fact, in her own words, she said she feels disrespected that Adekule was trying to know her and at the same time trying to know Daniela. Kilo de I don't know how to translate that in English. Like, why would you be a stumbling block? You don't want to enter. You don't want another person to come in. Like, how? Like, this is the same Adekule that wanted to know you, and then you went on to know Giddy Fire, literally. You were having that conversation, I miss you, this, crying with Giddy Fire in the toilet, which Hermes, according to the conversation that Hermes, had with Adekule yesterday, he actually was privy to. He was in the toilet. Even Diana overheard. I mean, this is not the first time I know that Diana knew what was going on. And I salute Diana. She's a queen. She's a queen. Like, she don't send them. And now you are like pissed because Adekule has moved. Who told you people that Adekule does not have feelings? Alison almost did the same thing with Adekule. Now too, Rachel wants to do the same thing. I beg, leave Adekule or let him get to know Daniela outside. I beg. Like, the conversation about Rachel and Giddy Fire exposes a lot of things. It tells you that we do not see everything that happens on the show. And most times, some certain things are just shown to spin a certain kind of narrative. I mean, yeah, basically that is what I think. And I think that Rachel, if she was not a rider, almost she for don't go house since. That's what I think about it. And I also love the bromance between Hermes and Adekule. Like, that conversation. Maybe I'm that kind of person that gets, I don't know. Like, I love it when guys are really talking and are talking with so much maturity. And I can see that with Hermes and Adekule. And maybe it's Adekule's voice. Maybe it's his voice. Or maybe it's the way Hermes goes like, ha, 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 ha. I'm like, it's so cute. Now I see why Alison fell for Hermes. Now I see why the ladies of his tribe are still there. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? No, I'm not thinking of crush you before people come and be like, isn't it, do you want to be number 4? No. But things like that actually attracts me, and I love it. Did you see the conversation? Like, I love it. And I love to see like the both of them in the finals. Like, they really deserve to be there. Both of them, including both of them, like, they carry their level, to basically they're the reason why the level 1 even have a chance to be on this show at this point. So I really want to see both of them in the final. So if you're any of their fans, do the needful. That's what I have to say. Yes, guys, that's about it. That was the conversation that happened last night. There was a fight that happened though, but I'm going to talk about that in the next video because I'm done giving you guys all the gist in one video. Mbano. We're going to continue this in another video. Until then, thank you so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, you know what to do. Kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.